Hi everyone, Catherine here from Inky Fingered Cat. Yeah, it's a slight disaster zone in this room today. So I'm going to do a quick tidy up and then I'm going to share with you firstly the new purchase, which I did tell people about the other day, is the new diamond press. I think it's called Marquise die cutting machine that I bought. But also I thought I would just start by sharing with you, I did say I was going to sort out Christmas in July. There we go. That folder filled basket is all my Christmas in July stuff. Pretty much sorted out, not every single day, but most days are all sorted out. And just like that, less than 10 minutes later, the only things left on the desk now are the grandma keys. So really didn't take me long. Probably the most inconvenient thing was getting rid of the rubbish, which has all gone downstairs, out into the bin outside, or ready to go to the tip a little bit later today. Okay, so I didn't just get the grandma keys, I've also got an ink blending brush, which is an Altenew large one. I just thought I'd give a large one a try. So let's see what it looks like. Well, it comes in this little handy holder, so it's perfect for sitting on my desk. Beautiful. Oh wow, that feels amazing. Okay, need to give that a go at some point. I'm not going to be probably doing any ink blending today, so I do need to set that aside. I think that feels like something that needs to be on my desk to be able to grab. I'm wondering whether I need to get another shelf or something for the pegboard, probably. So for the moment, I'm just going to pop it up on top of some inks over there. Okay, the other thing that came underneath, and this will look very familiar. This is a pack of Kingston Crafts. See, it's always good if you buy the stuff that you actually do design team for. It indicates what you think about it. Some more sets of the little mini runners and all of the refills. So in the pack comes, let's just check, doesn't actually tell you, I think it's 10 refills plus 2 originals. Yeah, so you get 10 refills, 2 that are all, and then an additional 2 that are already in the actual holders. And I'm just thinking, do I want to put them in the box? I don't, because I just want them in the drawer ready to go. Because I am down to the last 2 refills. And I love them. Right, that's some more recycling to go to the tip. And then we have this Grand Marquis. So it came in a box, really well packaged with polystyrene, which was some of the stuff that was on the floor earlier. It's a lot smaller a slot than you would get on a normal die cutting machine, because you don't need a sandwich. You don't need to build sandwiches. I don't know how it works with things like 3D embossing. I don't know how that works. It just says to sandwich your paper between your embossing folder, but I don't know whether it does the really thick embossing folders or the thinner ones. So it'll be a test and learn for me. Okay, little hints and tips here around rotate the side of the folder that touches the cut side of the die. Doesn't say anything. I mean, it says not to cut anything particularly thicker, and it just says for embossing, it just says sandwich your paper between the embossing folder, so I don't know. So place your tool on a clean, smooth, flat surface. Place your die cut side down onto the paper you're cutting, sandwich between the blank folder, insert using the shelf to help guide it in, while guiding with one hand, turn the other till the folder catches, which makes perfect sense. Once it catches, use your free hand to steady the machine as you continue. Open the folder, remove your creation. I mean, it does sound so simple, doesn't it? Okay, but it came with all of this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what all this stuff is. Well, first of all, it came with some stickers, which I'm probably not likely to use on much, to be honest, because I don't really add stickers to anything. Eat, sleep, craft, repeat. It's quite funny. Maker's gonna make something great. Crafting because adulting is hard and creativity is very messy, and I'm very creative. Yeah, well, we know that's true. So it's unlikely I'm going to use those. I'll just put them to one side for the moment. Right, it came with one of these. Does anybody know what this is for? Because I don't. No? Probably need to go and ask somebody what that's for. Right, then it came with one of these folders, which is their standard size folder, and one of these folders, which is massive, but still fits. Imagine how many die cuts you can get on that. That's quite cool. I was going to show you something else then, but I'll just carry on with this. It came with a folder, and it came with that. Oh, that's like a little label. So you stick it into there, or you stick it into there, and that tells you what's in your pack. And that I will stick this into. Oh, that's quite cute, isn't it? What a clever system. I know Diamond Press do, sorry, I don't know how much of that was on screen. I know that they do organisation stuff as well, but that's really quite clever. And it's good to have a folder that's big enough to fit in the die sets, because they are quite big die sets. Now, 1, 2, 3. Right, so some instructions, we'll talk about those in a minute. So, the die sets and the stamps it came with are all of these. Let's take them out of the packaging, because we never keep things in this kind of packaging. Because it just, although this is reasonably sturdy, but they split, and it doesn't work. I'm probably going to need a piece of white as well to just stick these on so you can see them a little easier. Okay, so it comes with a whole load of little sentiments, some bigger sentiments, gifts, all sorts of different emblems. Now there's a mix here of balloons and Christmas, hearts, if boxes don't have to be for Christmas. So it's a real mix of Christmas and birthday type things. And again, there's some more here. Let's party, make a wish, best wishes, lots more balloons. We've got a very jolly looking little Santa and a reindeer, some gingerbread men. They'll go really well with the Kingston Craft stuff, won't they? A bottle, Christmas tree, a snow globe. So loads of different emblems for different occasions and different sentiments as well. And then here you've got a massive set of dies, including the main die, which I'll talk about in a second. But you've got things that will cut out. I'm just looking, that's a separate one, that doesn't cut out. So it's ones that will cut out the images, like that, for example, cuts out the little reindeer. Yep, there's the reindeer. That cuts out the Santa. You've got ones that cut out some of the words, that cuts out hooray. But then you've also got like some leaf dies that are not specific to the ones that are in the stamp set. There are stars there, although there are stars in the stamp set. Hearts, again, are there. Berries, are they on the stamp set? No, but I reckon those berries work really well with things like the holly leaves and the other flora and fauna. There's a fab looking snowflake there. Ah, these ones definitely cut out some of the things that you've got as stamped images, like even the little light trimmings. There you go. Got the presents. These are probably sentiments. Can't work out which one's which. Oh, that'll be Let's Party, I reckon. Reckon that goes there? Yeah, that goes there. The little gingerbread men, the balloons. Don't know what that's for. It's going to take me a little while to work out what they're all for, isn't it? Because there's so many of them. Wow. Okay. Not entirely sure off the top of my head. Oh, it'll be that leaf there. How cool. How cool. Even the wine glass there. The bottle. The little candy cane. Love it. Okay. But then the main thing is you've got a box card, which you've got the full set of instructions for. Oh, look what I've just found. The thing that explains it all. So, for example, the balloon cuts that stamp, or that stamp, or that stamp. All three of them, the same die. This is a banner die. There's a little banner die that does all of those sentiments. And all of those sentiments fit in the banner die. How cool is that? You've got 2 sets of leaf dies, apparently. Hang on, let's work it out. No, it's 2 sets of leaf stamps. They're stamps. Ah, I see. The coding is the grey equals this is a die. That equals this is a stamp. That layers up to create a bigger piece of fern. The poinsettia die, if you do it in 2 different colours and you add the little berries, that's not berries, they're centres of the flower. Perfect. Oh, well, there you go. See, it just needed me to read the instructions, which we all know I'm not very good at. Hey ho. Okay, let's have a look at number 1. Number 1 will be this one. Put it in the right order. Da, da, da. Don't know which order it's meant to be in, but we have, oh goodness, there's so many different things. Right. Okay, I need to understand which order things are in. Right, let's see. There is a gift box, so you can make a gift box. Okay? Like so. These stamps, these square stamps, are perfect for doing on the sides of the boxes to make the boxes look really pretty. 5, number 6. And that will lead to, then you can decorate it, etc. And then the top flaps close down and it becomes a little box. I remember Martin doing a whole load of stuff for an advent calendar. I bet it was using this. Okay, then you have your pop-up box option. Okay, it gives you the instructions, how to cut it out. Then we go to this one, it tells you how to put it together, decorate it, etc. Okay, and that will give you a pop-up box in the middle of a card. How cool is that? Okay, and that you can then do with the little bits and pieces in it, sticking them to come out the back. Love it. Right, now I've got the instructions clear on which bits go with which. I'm really happy. Give me some instructions. Do we challenge me to make one of these during Christmas in July? I think I have to, really. There's enough Christmas images and stuff. So I'm going to have to work out which one of the days that's going to fit with, and it's probably one of the days I've not yet sorted out. So excellent news. Okay, so we're going to do a quick die cutting session. I'm not going to use any of the new stuff because I'm going to test something intricate, and I'm going to test this one. Oh, there was something else I was going to show you. I've got one of these already. I bought the what's it called? I don't know, but I'm looking in the wrong box. It's not in the box. It's in this box. Ta-da! So I bought the vintage Santa from Diamond Press, and it came with a folder, and I was like, I don't really know what to do with that. I kept it. I'm quite pleased I've kept it now that I've bought that machine. So I'm going to use that one rather than anything else because this will fit in there. But I'm going to see how it copes with very intricate things like this My Favourite Things birthday, happy birthday sentiment. And I'm just going to go and grab myself some scrap cardstock. It's actually quite a flimsy cardstock. I'm not cutting anything thick. I'm cutting something thin, and that would normally lead to disaster. So going back to the instructions, it said to put your die cut side down on the paper you are cutting and sandwich on the blank folder. And then it said to insert. That is doing nothing. I'm wondering if that's what this is for, so you do have to build a sandwich. Maybe this is thin. Oh, this is a lot thinner. Look, that's a lot thinner than that. So these are new, thicker folders. When you're using the older folders, yeah, that makes more sense. You do have to have a sandwich. Okay, see, look, we worked out what that meant. I have to say, this is not as much hard work at pushing it through. Well, that's good news. Quite like that. We have got already a bow happening to the thing. That seems to have cut like a dream. It does say it will mark the insides of your folders, and that's why you need to keep rotating them. And you also need to bow them, and that'll lengthen the life of these folders. But I imagine that just like any cutting plate, these are not meant to be forever. These are meant to be used until they are within an inch of their life. Oh, that was silly. I just caught something at the back of the desk and it's gone everywhere. Never mind. This has cut it perfectly, is all I will say. I've just got myself tangled up there. What's that called, Tom? I always find the best way to test a die cutting machine is to test something that is fragile. So it's cut it perfectly. There is a little bit of weeding to be done with this die, but not much. In fact, if I just pull my pokey tool out, I can find it in my desk. Still need to sort out the desk drawers so that they're not a complete tip. But I do generally know where they are, which is quite good. I was quite pleased actually. It was only the second box I looked in to find that folder, so that's good news, isn't it? Let's see. Okay, perfect. It's white again. That has die cut something really intricate really easily. I am super happy with that. Now, I have been struggling with my Platinum 6. I don't know why I've been struggling with my Platinum 6. I find I'm going through die cutting plates a lot quicker, and they're not cheap to buy. And also, I am finding that sometimes it's just not cutting it's either cutting everything too much or not enough. So I don't know what's going on with it. I think the pressure in it is just not quite right. I don't know if I forced something through in some way at some point, but that was the reason why I was tempted. Admittedly, I wasn't meant to be spending that much money on anything crafty related, but never mind. It is what it is. But I am delighted. So, there you go. Quickish video. I actually don't know how long this video's been. But there you go. That's one of my new things. I have got one more thing coming from Hobby Maker, which was part of the same order, but it was being dispatched separately, and that is some bauble dies, and they are absolutely going to get used in Christmas in July, so I probably won't share those when they arrive. Have I got anything else coming? I've got one other thing coming for Christmas in July, and then that's it. I've determined I'm not buying anything else new for Christmas in July, that this is it. I've got to use what I've got and not keep buying things, so that's my plan. I know I've got a video coming up later today, which is my Make It Masculine for this month. What I've not done is my pattern paper projects for tomorrow. So guess what I'm doing now is, well, I'm going to clear up the mess I've just made on the desk at the back, and then I am going to set to and do that. So there are other videos also scheduled, ready to come out at some point in the future, so please do subscribe to see future videos. I did reach that magic 1,000 number last week, which I am still like buzzing about. So delighted, and I will see you all soon. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.